the town that fixes itself. Far from the mist of El Yunque, in Aguada's barrio Guanábano, life was built by hand and held together with care. Roofs, fences, carts, wheels, doors, bells, nothing lasted on its own. Things lasted because someone kept fixing them. He was the rooster everybody called when something cracked, sagged, leaked, jammed, or fell apart. Under the warm Caribbean sun, Tito worked from roof to fence line with a hammer in one hand and a joke ready in the other. He could study a bent nail, a split fan blade, or a crooked axle and understand the problem immediately. But then the town began to change. The plants looked tired. The water smelled wrong. Black dust stained the ground, and the wind felt angry. An elder told Tito that the trouble had begun near the old bell structure and stone basin uphill. He climbed the hill and found the truth. Dark vines strangling the stonework, oily shadow threading through the trough, and a bell hanging crooked over the basin. Then came the attack. Mudhounds and root crows burst from the corruption, forcing Tito into battle. He fought the way he fixed things with strength, instinct, and ingenuity. He dropped barrels, swung planks, and rang the bell hard enough to drive the shadow creatures back. When dark smoke rose from the basin, it revealed Guarime, a beautiful female Taino spirit of labor, endurance, harvest, and making. Guarime told Tito that a gem buried beneath Guanábano was choking, and that the sickness spreading through the town was only one piece of a greater danger. Across El Borinquen, sacred gems were dimming under the influence of three corrupted Taino spirits. Tito quickly understood that the danger was both magical and structural. The support beam was off, the bell leaned, the basin feed was blocked. If handled wrong, the entire site would collapse. With rope, pegs, hooks, scrap wood, and fierce determination, he rebuilt the failing structure while a monstrous broken cart husk rose from the ground to stop him. Tito studied it, outthought it, and used the bell system against it until the creature shattered apart. Then came the final task. Tito tore away the black root tethers around the gem, declaring what he fought for: his people, his town, and his messed up, beautiful little corner of the island. At those words, the gem burst into healing green gold light. Water cleared, fields brightened. Guanábano was restored. Guarime showed Tito two other chosen heroes, Junior and Juan, and revealed that 77 gems still remained. Though leaving home would be hard, Tito understood.